In Hollywood, there's always going to be things that celebrities don't want you to know about. One of the things that oftentimes gets swept under the rug is Kim Kardashian's first marriage to music producer Damon Thomas.
Kim, did your first husband Damon abuse you? Did he beat you up? How are you, Ronaldo, doing? Is Ronaldo your new boyfriend? Nice. Come on, you can tell me, Kim. How you doing, Brittany?
Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about Kim Kardashian's first marriage to music producer Damon Thomas. This honestly is a toxic marriage and a toxic situation to be talking about today, but before I get into that, I just want to say that if you guys do enjoy this type of content like Hollywood deep dives, celebrity scandals, stuff like that, then subscribe to my channel. It would really mean the world to me if you do enjoy this type of content. This channel is still kind of new, but it's really coming along, so thank you guys so much for subscribing and watching me. Also, I needed to address the ringing noise that's been happening in my videos because a lot of you guys have been expressing that there's a ringing, sort of like static-y sound in my videos, and I know what you're talking about. But I actually went out to Best Buy yesterday and got a new microphone, but it wasn't the right kind to like work with my camera. So I have to order one off Amazon. So it'll be a couple days before it gets in. So hopefully that'll fix the problem. When Kim Kardashian was 19 years old, she married 29-year-old music producer Damon Thomas.
Damon, you mind if I get a quick question with you? How do you feel about Kim Kardashian finally breaking up with her, with Reggie? What do you think?
How do you know who I am?
Oh, that makes you smile though, huh? Makes you smile that she's single again, huh?
No, it doesn't.
And of course, when talking about Kim Kardashian from the 2000s, I had to wear a velour tracksuit because it's only right. In January of 2000, Kim Kardashian went on a trip with her then boyfriend, music producer Damon Thomas, to Las Vegas, where she reportedly took substances and got married.
It's like I said to you earlier, it's irresponsible to make a marriage that you married somebody, regardless if you eloped with them or not, to make it around. I didn't know what ecstasy was. That's her. I don't know. You know, she can claim all that. I'm not claiming that. So I think it's irresponsible for her to kind of mention that in a joking way, because the media, when you're one of the biggest stars in the world, they pick that up and they attach that to the black man. Oh, the black man got her to do that. I didn't know what that was. That's a young white kid drug back in '99. Black people didn't know what that was. So let's be clear. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
He's worked with top names in the industry like Lionel Richie, Pink, and Chris Brown, which Chris Brown, I have a video coming soon on his relationship with Rihanna. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you subscribe. Kim revealed that her marriage to Damon Thomas wasn't planned. When they went to Las Vegas on vacation, he, brought up the idea of let's go get married. And of course, everybody is always getting eloped in Las Vegas. So Kim was all for it. The two eloped when Kim was 19 and Damon was 29. Kim later came out on an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and she says that she was on substances, specifically ecstasy, when she married Damon Thomas. Now, when I heard this, I was shocked because Kim always tries to have this clean persona. She doesn't even drink alcohol. So I was shocked to hear her admitting that she was on substances when this marriage took place. But apparently this was the beginning to a 4-year-long nightmare. They were married from 2000 until they split in 2003, and then the divorce was finalized in 2004. And apparently Damon was abusive towards Kim. So I have pulled up here their actual divorce papers, and I'm going to read some of these excerpts to you guys. Damon first hit me a few months after we were married. I weighed approximately 107 pounds and am 5'3". Damon is approximately 5'10" and weighed at the time approximately 175 pounds. One incident occurred on the day that Damon and I were going skydiving with Justin Timberlake. Before we left our home, Damon hit me in the face and cut my lip open. I fell into the bed frame and banged my knee hard. I was limping when we went skydiving. On another occasion, I was at my mother's house. Damon learned that I had paged someone and demanded to know who it was that I called. I told him the name of the friend. He became enraged and punched me in the face. My face was bruised and swollen as a result. Though I thought about calling the police, I was afraid and decided not to do so. On yet another occasion, after we separated, I called Damon and asked if I could return to our residence to collect my toiletries and personal items. He said that I could not be present when my belongings were moved from the house by professional movers, but I could return the night before to pick up a few personal items. Therefore, I did. I would not be going to the house by myself. I went to the bathroom to remove my toiletries. Damon screamed that I should get out of his bathroom immediately. He came at me and slammed me against the closet wall. He held me up against the wall with his hands around my neck and threatened to choke me. He then took one hand and punched the wall right next to my head. He then grabbed me by my hair and told me to get out. He put one hand against my back and pushed me up the stairs. The front door is on the ground level and the bedroom is one level below ground. At the top of the stairs, he threw me across the room and I hit my head against the front door. I got up and ran out of the house. I was frightened. There were also several instances where Damon grabbed my arm so hard while pushing me that he left bruises on my arm. After these documents surfaced in 2010, Damon came out with his own statement, and he had some not so nice things to say about Kim. He insisted that Kim was the one to cheat on him in their relationship, and that led him to file for divorce. He said, "She can't write or sing or dance, so she does harmful things in order to validate herself in the media. That's a fame to me." Allegedly, Damon was pressuring Kim to look perfect, and he bought her liposuction and breast implants. He reportedly spent $3,650 on liposuction for her and another $1,000 on further surgeries for Kim's body.
Damon was a decently successful music producer in LA. At the time they were together, he was friends with Justin Timberlake, and he got in a fight with Dr. Dre at a party once. So I think you might be right, Beth.
So he was famous in their book, especially for them because like they
weren't famous.
Were not famous.
Yeah. So it was definitely like some networking there.
He claims that he was the victim in the relationship and accused Kim of making up the allegations in a bid to get a lot of money. Damon claims that Kim was only with him for his money, and when the divorce was finalized in 2004, he actually had to pay her a lump sum of $56,000. Damon reportedly became abusive and possessive after the two had gotten married. In their divorce filings, Kim said, "When Damon and I were married, I worked in a clothing store, Body, as a sales girl. I was 19 years old at the time and had worked there since I was 16 years old. Damon and I married in January 2000, and in March 2000, Damon told me to quit my job. He said he didn't want me to have contact with my old boyfriends who would be able to reach me at the clothing store. He said that he wanted to know where I was at all times. Therefore, I quit my job." Kim also claimed that Damon wanted her to stay home at all times and that she had to call him and ask permission to leave their house. Apparently, Damon would come home from the studio or wherever he was at 4:30 a.m. and he would be expecting Kim to make him a meal at that hour. Kim said, "Damon told me not to leave the house unless I told him first when and where I was going. Sometimes Damon would not allow me to leave. For example, he would not allow me to go to the mall alone or with friends. He told me that he didn't want other men to have an opportunity to hit on me. He would not allow me to go to dinner with friends I've known since I was a child. If Damon were not home, I was required to call him and ask permission to leave the house. For example, I had to ask permission to go to the market. On occasion, he told me that I couldn't leave. I then stayed home." Some people were questioning why Damon would get away with treating Kim this way if Kim's dad at the time was a highly renowned lawyer in the area. But apparently when Kim and Damon eloped in Las Vegas, this caused a rift between her and her dad, Robert Kardashian, and he actually cut her off and didn't speak to her for almost the whole duration of the marriage. But Damon was also giving major creep vibes. Not only was he creepy for marrying a 19-year-old when he was 29, but he was also creepy because people think that he was actually the one who leaked Kourtney's explicit photos from when she was underage. Now, I don't know if you guys watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but I grew up watching that show, and I actually just am rewatching it now on Peacock. Kourtney Kardashian had a scandal, and if you guys want me to do a video diving deeper into that, let me know. But when Kourtney was 17, she took some explicit photos with her boyfriend at the time where they were naked, and those photos were sold to a tabloid. Kim explained in season 1 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians that Damon was the only person who had access to these photos at the time because Kim had stolen them as a practical joke on Kourtney, and the only other person who had access to it was Damon, and then they somehow ended up in the tabloids. So if you put 2 and 2 together, sounds like Damon might have sold them to the tabloids. But even the fact that like he would have access to Kim's sister's naked photos, like his sister-in-law's naked photos, is creepy, but it's all alleged. Now, I wanted to take a look at the comment that Damon made about Kim being after fame and willing to do whatever she has to do to achieve that fame, because we all know how Kim got famous in the first place was from that explicit tape that she made with Ray J. And Ray J actually came out with a book, and in this book, he claimed that Kim was cheating on Damon Thomas with him, and that she actually left Damon for him. So let's take a look at this article that was posted to celebritydirtylaundry.com. That's messy, but it says, Ray J says Kim Kardashian cheated on her first husband. Ray J says in his new book, Death of a Cheating Man, What Every Woman Must Know About Men Who Stray, that Kim cheated on Damon with him. She left her husband for me as soon as we started having relations, and things between us got intense really fast. After that, I felt obligated to be with her. Kim must have learned this behavior from her mother, Kris Jenner, who proudly announced to the world last year on Jay Leno that she cheated repeatedly on Kim's dad, the late lawyer, Robert Kardashian. Ray J, who famously appeared in a tape with Kim Kardashian while he was dating her, has released a book about infidelity, and in it describes an affair with a married woman who he refers to only as KK, but many sources believe it's Kim he's referring to. He writes, "We'd known each other for a while before we dated, and there was a mutual attraction, but she was married. She let me know she wanted to get with me. She left her husband for me as soon as we started having relations, and things between us got intense really fast. After that, I felt obligated to be with her." Kim has always claimed she never cheated on Damon Thomas, her husband from 2000 to 2004. In his book, Ray goes on to talk about the highly sexual nature of his relationship with KK. "We were like animals, free to try anything, and we did. For years, KK and I had a great life. There was more to our relationship, but the majority of it was about our wild and extreme sexual chemistry. She was a straight freak who was down to do whatever, whenever." So obviously he never outright said that it was Kim Kardashian, but KK, I mean, it sounds like whether or not this is all true, it's toxic either way. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Do you believe Kim? Do you believe Damon? Or do you believe a little bit of both? Either way, I'm glad that they are no longer married because it was a highly toxic relationship, to say the least. I'm planning on doing another video soon because I am obsessed with the 2000s. Like, I don't know if you guys knew that about me. I don't see why you would, but now you do. But I'm obsessed with the 2000s and like Hollywood in the 2000s. So if you guys want me to do any like 2000s throwback videos, then let me know in the comments, because I'm thinking about definitely doing one on Kim's tape with Ray J and that whole scandal. And then Kim's relationship with Paris, maybe Paris's scandals from back in the day, but let me know what other videos you guys want to see. Again, thank you so much for watching, and subscribe if you aren't already subscribed, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.